Hello and welcome to another episode of Disney Movie Investigation. If this is your first time watching, welcome to the show. Each week we take a look at a movie that is featured on Disney+. On this episode, we are definitely getting our Halloween spirit on as we take a look at the 1993 movie Hocus Pocus, starring Bette Midler and Sarah Jessica Parker. And if you are enjoying these videos, please do hit that subscribe button. That way you'll never miss any of our videos. But for now, sit back and enjoy this episode of Disney Movie Investigation. So like I said, today we are covering Hocus Pocus. This movie was released on July 16th, 1993, and was directed by Kenny Ortega, and it was written by Mick Garris and Neil Cuthbert. The production company for this movie was Walt Disney Pictures, and it was distributed by Buena Vista Pictures. The budget for this movie was $28 million, and the box office return was $44.9 million. But first, let's take a look at the development. So, producer David Kirschner came up with the idea for the movie Hocus Pocus by telling a tale to his daughter. He and his daughter were sitting outside when a black cat strolled by, and Kirschner told a tale of a little boy being turned into a cat hundreds of years ago by three witches. The idea spiraled up to Mick Garris, starting a script that was picked up by Walt Disney Pictures in 1984. The original script was titled Disney's Halloween House, and the original story was much darker, and the leads were 12-year-olds as opposed to teenagers in high school. The project was originally pitched as a co-production with Steven Spielberg's Amblin Entertainment. Spielberg, however, seeing that Disney was his leading competitor in the family film markets, declined. This script went through several rewrites, and the project seemed to be stalling until Bette Midler expressed interest in playing the lead, and then the project was immediately pushed forward. An interesting trivia note in the casting is that Leonardo DiCaprio was offered the role of Max, but he declined the movie instead to shoot the picture What's Eating Gilbert Grape. The movie was mostly filmed in sound stages in Burbank, California on the Disney studio, with some exterior shooting taking place in Salem, Massachusetts. James Horner was originally slated to compose the score for the film, but because he became unavailable at the last minute, John Debney stepped in to compose the score, but he only had 2 weeks to complete the score. So let's take a look at the cast. So we have Bette Midler playing Winifred Sanderson, Sarah Jessica Parker playing Sarah Sanderson, Kathy Najimy playing Mary Sanderson, Omari Katz, who plays Max Dennison, Thora Birch, who plays Danny Dennison, Vanessa Shaw, who plays Allison, Charles Rocket plays Dave Dennison, Stephanie Farsi plays Jenny Dennison, Sean Murray plays Thackeray Binks, the human actor. James Marston provides the voice of Thackeray Binks in cat form. And Doug Jones, who plays Willie Billy Butcherson. So now that we know the players, let's take a look at the plot. So 300 years ago, executed witches were executed in Salem, Massachusetts, and a boy who tried to stop the witches was turned into an immortal black cat. Now it is Halloween in 1993, and the witches are accidentally brought back. This time they have until sunrise to achieve immortal life and turn their wrath on trick-or-treaters, and it's up to a teenager, his kid sister, and his girlfriend, along with a 300-year-old cat, to save the day. So this film has an extensive legacy. It's become kind of a cult classic. A lot of people wonder why this movie was released in July, and the theory behind it is two reasons. One, Disney wanted to take advantage of a lot of the kids being out of school and more likely to go see a film. And two, Disney already had a Halloween movie slated to come out in October of 1993 called Tim Burton's The Nightmare Before Christmas, and Disney did not want the two to compete against each other. So the movie has had strong TV showings and strong DVD sales, thus achieving a cult-like status. In 2000, and then the movie as well has achieved different mediums where fans have really gotten together to pay tribute to the film. For example, in 2011, the Houston Symphony had a concert that celebrated Halloween classics and included the score from Hocus Pocus as part of their selection. On October 19th, 2013, to celebrate the 20th anniversary of the film, D23, the official Disney fan club, had a special screening at the Disney studio lot, with several members of the cast, including Kathy Najimy and Thora Birch, in attendance. In 2018, when Disney announced their freeform 13 Nights of Halloween to celebrate the 25th anniversary, the average viewership was 8.2 million viewers. Bette Midler has said in interviews that this is one of her favorite roles, and during her Divine Intervention tour, Midler would appear on stage as Winifred Sanderson to sing "I Put a Spell on You." In September of 2015, as part of Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party in the Magic Kingdom and Walt Disney World, the Hocus Pocus Villain Spectacular show debuted. The show follows the Sanderson sisters who make a Halloween party and attempt to conjure different Disney villains to take part. This movie has also had several novel adaptations and novel kind of supplement features. In 2016, a book titled Hocus Pocus in Focus, the Thinking Fan's Guide to a Halloween Classic, which gave fans a behind-the-scenes look along with analyzing many of the themes in the movie. In 2018, the City of Salem Haunted Happenings Grand Parade, which is an annual Halloween parade, was themed to Hocus Pocus in honor of the 25th anniversary of the film. In 2018, along with the airing Hocus Pocus on television, Freeform aired a special called Hocus Pocus 25th Anniversary Halloween Bash, which featured interviews from members of the cast, as well as a costume contest hosted by Sharon and Kelly Osbourne. And finally, the cast reunited in the wake of COVID for a special called In Search of the Sanderson Sisters, a Hocus Pocus Halloween Takeover. This was a 1-hour virtual broadcast to support the New York Restoration Project, and in addition to the members of the cast performing several scenes of the movie, other celebrities involved were Meryl Streep, Mariah Carey, Billy Crystal, Jamie Lee Curtis, and Sarah Silverman, among many others. So there's been often questions for years, why has there not been a sequel? So the sequel has been in talks for many years. In September of 2017, screenwriter Mick Garris admitted that he was working on a sequel for Hocus Pocus and that it would most likely be a TV movie for Freeform or Disney Channel. It was reported that it would be a remake, and Bette Midler quickly stated that she wanted no part of it. In July of 2018, a book called Hocus Pocus and the New Sequel was released in print, and the book contained a novelization of the original film along with a story for the sequel. The story focused on Max and Allison's daughter, Poppy, who grew up hearing the story of the first film and avoids Halloween altogether. Poppy is skeptical of the tale and ends up in the Sanderson house on the 25th anniversary of the events of the first movie and accidentally brings the Sanderson sisters back to life. We don't know if this is what the eventual sequel is going to be about. This was just a novel for that book. October 2019, it was announced that a sequel was being developed as a Disney Plus exclusive, and Bette Midler, Sarah Jessica Parker, and Kathy Najimy were all supportive in order to come back for the film. In March of 2020, Adam Shankman was announced to direct the film, and in December 2020, it was announced on Disney's annual earnings call that Hocus Pocus 2 would appear on Disney Plus. Further development in April of 2021, Ann Fletcher would replace Shankman, whoever would stay on as a producer. And in May of 2021, it was announced that Midler, Parker, and Najimy would be reprising their roles, and the movie would be out in 2022. And then finally, in September of 2021, it was confirmed that the sets were being built in Lincoln, Rhode Island, where shooting was to take place. So would I recommend this movie? I think this is a great movie. I think it's something I always watch around Halloween time. Even not on Halloween time, I just think it's a really good movie. I like the story as it mixes both comedy and adventure. I think Midler, Parker, and Najimy all do amazing performances. I really like Midler's performance. She really goes for it. I think the humor still holds up to this day. I've seen a lot of complaints online that the humor is dated. I don't think that's true. I think it's definitely funny even to this day. Basically, I just think this is a Halloween classic, and I can't recommend this movie enough. I think it's a great family movie and it's risen in popularity. And I also think it's one of those Halloween movies that's not too scary, and at the same time is not too cheesy either. So I think it's kind of that perfect blend. So really, I'm really looking forward to seeing what they do with the sequel later next year. So definitely interested in that. So thank you so much, guys, for joining me on Disney Movie Investigation. Please leave a comment below on what you think of Hocus Pocus, and are you looking forward to the sequel coming out later next year? So for our next video, we are finally wrapping up our Alien series as we take a look at the Alien prequel, Alien Covenant. So until next time, I hope you have a magical day, and we will see you real soon.